I feel like this whole change is meant to make school more focused on students. And in order for that to be authentic, to be really student-centered, the generating ideas have to move through the students. Otherwise it's fake, we're just putting it on top of them, which is what we've been doing for years. This idea of school as a factory, a bell rings, you go from here to here, is not about students. It's about, you know, a way to mass produce education. It's just not working.
Was putting them closer together. All right, good.
Was to have a comprehensive facilities plan recommendation for the administration of the school by the time we were done. This is what we will come out of today with. Some of the real basic ideas of what we were working on, sort of the what's the point. And I just wanted to bring us back to that as we try to make decisions about physical space. What is it we're doing, and what, you know, what's the whole outcome here about? First place was to try to build a sense of community and connection at West. Really to try to take this big, wide school and make it smaller in some way, shape, or form, so that students could get to know teachers better, so that teachers could get to know students better, and so that adults could team around the needs of kids better. Physically, change and alter and restructure the school so that the other things could happen.
We worked on the commons room a lot and how exactly, like, the process of that and how it would work with study halls. And
I thought we work on like just the physical restructuring of the school, but then in terms of the common rooms, I think we didn't do such good work.
Yeah.
That needs to happen has to somehow happen in the school day.
It seems like if we have to,
oh, those are
It might be now the last.
Right here, I think. It's engineering.
we want to say we like to study center on top of each other.
For scheme number one, we got one of the cons was there was no professional development center.
Although just having an outdoor cafe doesn't really make a lot of sense to us since the majority of the school year is winter. Like a lot of the groups, like including mine, are commenting on having to move guidance. Personally, I don't think that'd really be that big of a deal. I mean, it wouldn't be any harder than moving social services.
Somewhere else in the building to create space for the personal contact. So, and it can be their own office, not somebody else's that they share.
For our number one, the moose head was still in the same location. That might be a better idea. Crowded areas, and it kind of mixes them up a little more. We didn't like the location of the common. It can be real crowded and dirty. A community type feel to the building like that.
We'll walk into West High School and we're going to have our commons there. It's like airing our dirty laundry. That's what.
Computers can be used in the commons instead of being moved somewhere else.
We don't want to move the art meadows. We don't want to move the computers from business, and we don't want to take walls down.
We don't have anything planned for teacher offices, which is just something that we need to keep making sure that we think about, that we find a place for them. We like that the administration offices were right near both the entrances, whether you're coming from Ash Street or from Regent, they're right there. So as far as getting past these places or getting whatever you need.
We also sort of pictured the commons, like originally we had thought of it as a closed room kind of place where people could go and hang out, but then we realized that if we have the student centers, that's really where you're going to be during your study halls and stuff, and the commons is more a place before school, during lunch, after school.
Just more like an open space. Ash Street is so congested and it's so right there, and so you're trying to get just into the school building, it's really difficult. So if we pushed that back where it is in this alternative, and sort of just made it an open space where we could do like communication stuff with message boards and just put some seating there.
Gallery being located in the commons, do you think that that's going to cause problems with like
destruction of the artwork because they have some really expensive shows in there.
Yeah. It would still be enclosed. They need to have like a door.
We felt that there was still a connectedness.
Make it as accessible as possible so you would have like as little work as possible to get help because some people don't know how to do it or where to do it.
Even right now, like, you know, one mentor, if that happens where there's more freshmen than seniors who can help, that's totally fine because one senior can take two.
One can take two, they can work together.
If students really want their school to be better, a better place, and teachers really want this place to be better, us having all these people come in and doing the work for us, like little things like the Moosehead Shed, they could easily have people that are dedicated to their school come in during summertime and work diligently to move all of that stuff because that stuff is all movable. They're just cases.
Teachers aren't movers. Just want to say
No,
that.
Like it would be considered to be able to
Professional development. I love it. Please.
So that programs can be used
Seminar.
First thing, SLCs, we're gonna have them stacked like in the plan 2. And then administration, we also kept it where it is in plan 2.
But we kind of like using all 3 floors, having the SLCs be on all 3 floors.
Okay, then our first one, we basically said that we like the courtyard, we like the Moose being closer to the cafeteria, but we don't like the West Commons being in that area.
I really like the idea of stacking the SLCs. I think that was in plan 2 it was like that, where you have like 1 and 2 on the second floor, 2 and 3 and 4 on the third floor. We like having the administration on Ash Street. And we like having the commons in what's now, I guess, the current administration wing, or where Mr. Rathick's office is, where the copy room is.
And we thought that maybe we could put the main office in Elise's current office.
Wanted to have ideas come up that hadn't previously been thought of. But that'll be determined by what you come up with here.